Welcome, everyone, to CBG News. I am your host, Monica, and I want to welcome everyone into the building. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Make sure you guys are hitting that like button. So make sure you guys are hitting the like button. We're gonna get into it in just a few minutes. As soon as um, you got soon as um y'all come in the building, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Um, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. Uh, yes, honey, yes. Just give it a few minutes for people to come in. Give it a few minutes so people can come into the building, guys. I hope everybody had having a good week thus far. Hope everybody had a good Wednesday. It is a rainy Wednesday for me. It is a rainy Wednesday for me because guess what? We have a hurricane named Zeta that, and we are in. Hey, living with the Mayhans. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming. I do appreciate you for coming. Um, well, since um, just allow me a moment here. Allow me a moment, just a moment here while I fix something. If YouTube will allow me to. I hope you guys can see me. I know I'm looking a little grainy. Um, let's see if we can get some better lighting going on. If I'm a little grainy, guys, I'm sorry. Hey, James. Okay, well, congratulations, living with the Mayhans. Hey, James Guy. How you doing? How you doing, James Guy? Uh, make sure you guys are hitting that like button. I'm looking a little grainy. I Jamel, cut it off. You see me doing this, turn it off. Go in the room. Go in the room. Go in the room, please. Just allow me a moment here, please. Okay, guys, I'm so sorry about the wait. So we can go ahead and get into it. Guys, the first topic that I do have is um, Tamar Braxton has done an interview with um, Tamron Hall, and she has denied the allegations that she has abused her ex boyfriend, David Adelphso. It says here Tamar Braxton opened up for the first time since her attempted suicide and alleged physical abuse on today on Tamron Hall. The interview comes just 3 months after news broke in July that Tamar had been rushed to the hospital following an alleged suicide attempt. Things got heavier last month when her former fiance, no, he wasn't her boyfriend, he was her fiance, child, David Adelphso, filed for a restraining order and claimed she attacked him. And she said, I am a survivor of a domestic violence relationship. And not at any part was David not in an abusive relationship. Braxton went on to note that audio and video recordings of the incident exist. She said, I voice recorded it, he videotaped it, and he has a camera in his car. When when Tamron asked if the video or audio shows any physical abuse, he has Braxton said he has the videotapes and it was in his car and she releases it. So I'm gonna let y'all listen to a certain clip of this. Just allow me a moment while I get it up. And let me get her picture up on the screen so you guys know who I'm referring to. I'm sorry, I just got a little thrown off. So this is Tamar Braxton. I know most everyone knows her, but I'm just gonna go ahead and put her picture up on the screen. Um, let's see. I'm gonna let you guys listen to it. This is some parts of the interview. So, relationship, you videotaped it and then you threatened yourself. No, I voice recorded it. He videotaped it. He has a camera in his car. Does that video or your voice recording show any physical abuse? No, it doesn't. You show him text messages between he and I, but nothing that substantiates. You say what? No, he has the videotape. He has it. It was in his car. Release it. No, let me tell you something, Tamara. I loved David. He was my best friend. He was an amazing, amazing partner. He was my son's best friend as well. Best friends. And it's just so hard. Listen, let me tell you something, Tamara. I am so a slave. Here goes some more of it. Everything else I never expected. This from him. Now I have to be real with myself. Is he acting like this because he found me the way that he found me? Probably. I don't know. I'm gonna let you get yourself together. Okay, so that's parts of the interview, guys. So basically, what she's saying is that she did not physically abuse her boyfriend David Adef. So that's what she said on Tamron Hall. She said she loves David, and it has came out that David said that he does not have those recordings that Tamar speaks about. She said that because he said the reason why he doesn't have those recordings and that video footage is because she smashed it. So there's no here nor there. That's just coming from them both. So if you want to see more of that video, just look up the Tamron Home show. It's very sad that Tamar has been through so much. Basically trying to commit suicide, and now she's being accused of physical violence and stuff like that. Hey, Vlog. So it is sad that Tamar is going through that, but Tamar has always been the feisty type. So I don't know. But usually the feisty type is the ones that really are not that aggressive, but you never know what people may do. Um, so the next thing that I do have is, guys, Breonna Taylor's mother. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, Breonna Taylor's mother is. I'm gonna let you guys know in just a minute. I'm gonna want to get her picture up. Is asking for a second trial, and I want to tell you guys more about. Okay, just allow me a moment while I get Brianna's picture up on the screen. I know I should have this stuff up, guys, but this is an impromptu. Jamel, what did I just? Okay, just allow me a moment. Okay, so here is the picture. I'm about to pull it up now. So you guys know, and I'll let you guys know what's going on with Breonna Taylor. Okay, so with the Breonna Taylor situation, guys, it says here that Breonna Taylor's mother is asking the Kentucky prosecutors to present the case of her daughter's death before a new grand jury. It's saying the state attorney general handling of the case undermines the trust and integrity of the entire process. And this is what his her mother said to Mika Palmer in her request for relief. He says, at minimum, my daughter deserves, as do all aggrieved victims, a competent and capable prosecution team, which is committed to properly investigating the case, evaluating the law from an unbiased lens, presenting the evidence, and allowing the grand jurors to perform the function guaranteed to them under the law. It says here, Attorney General Daniel Cameron announced in September that a grand jury indicted former Louisville Metro Police Department Detective Brett Hankerson on 3 counts of first-degree wanton endangerment in connection with his action on the night of the raid that killed Breonna. But neither Hankerson nor any of the other officers who were a part of the raid that night were charged in connection to her death. Breonna Taylor's raid argued to keep investigative materials from public. Hankerson has pled not guilty. Cameron said at a press conference on September the 23rd that the grand jury was given all of the evidence, presented all of the information, and ultimately made the determination that Detective Hankerson was one to be indicted. But in a separate interview, Cameron said he didn't seek murder charges against him. Ultimately, our judgment is that the charge that we could prove is the trial beyond a reasonable doubt was for wanton endangerment, and we all know about that. So, Breonna Taylor's mother is sick, and I feel like that's the right thing to do because I feel like Cameron didn't even seek any kind of charges. He just wanted to just put some charges up, but not get the whole truth. And so he just wanted to really they thought the money, really, I'm gonna be real, they thought the money was going to be a way of getting rid of okay, uh they thought that was gonna be a way of getting rid of Breonna Taylor family, Breonna Taylor's family, but as we both see, he's not going to get rid of her mother is not giving up on, you know, uh, the police officers being charged in the connection of her daughter's death. As well, it has been some jurors that has came out saying that there should have been more charges should have been filed against the officer. It says here 2 of the grand jurors in the Breonna Taylor's case are speaking publicly for the first time about the Attorney General's handling of the case. They had in an exclusive interview with CBS this morning's Gayle King, the 2 jurors said they believe additional charges should have been filed against the officers involved, but prosecutors with the Attorney General office did not give them that option. So, hey, Kay Coleman, thank you for coming so much. Thank you, Kay Coleman, for coming on. If you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much. It says here the grand jury met from September the 21st to the 23rd and heard close to 15 hours worth of evidence in the case, including interviews. interviews with the officers involved and testimonies from investigators with the Attorney General's office. The grand jury said at the end of the presentation, the only charges mentioned by the prosecution were 3 counts of wanton endangerment. So they never did, Coleman never did give the jurors the option of any type of felony charges or anything, no more than no more than okay, thank you so much. No more than the wanton endangerment. So um so so we're gonna see, hopefully we can get a fair trial, and hopefully we can get some charges that can be to come together for this for Breonna Taylor's death, because this is a sad situation, honey. The next thing is, guys, if you guys didn't know, Evelyn Lozada is back in the news. And I can't believe who she's dating, allegedly. But they say she is dating this guy. And I want to pull their picture up on the screen. Let me get a bigger picture. Um, I wonder what made him want her, Lord. What made him want her, child? Just allow me a moment. I'm sorry, guys. It's just shocking that uh that they together. They say that they are somewhat of a couple, but we're gonna see. Okay, that's a better picture. Hey, Shar, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in, Shar. Um, Now allegedly, it has came out that Evelyn Lozada is dating uh, Mark Anthony, um, allegedly. Now I don't know how true this is, so I'm just gonna say allegedly. Allegedly, Evelyn Lozada is dating Mark Anthony. Um, but they say he has denied those allegations that him and Evelyn Lozada is an item. So we'll see. We'll see. It says here, it says Mark Anthony has a new lady in his life, basketball wives star Evelyn Lozada. They've been hanging out at his mansion in Miami. And it says 50-year-old singer and the 44-year-old reality star have been getting to know each other for the past few months. Anthony reportedly flew out Lozada and her 2 kids, 27-year-old, y'all know, Shanice and Carleo Crawford. And their relationship was first uncovered by a number of internet sleuths who noticed the background in their Instagram posts was the same. Neither Anthony nor Lozada had commented on the relationship publicly, and Lozada has returned home. So I guess they had some kind of dealings, but they ain't saying anything. So um so Evelyn Lozada, guys, is rumored to be um dating Mark Anthony. And it's crazy. So guys, okay, so I want if y'all ever watch Basketball Wives LA, y'all ever heard of British Williams and Lorenzo Crawford? Lorenzo Gordon. They are currently beefing on social media. She's claiming that he is a deadbeat dad and things like that. They're beefing and she doing all this cussing on Instagram, child. But let me let y'all listen to this and y'all tell me what you think. Hold on just a second. Public service announcement. My baby daddy is a. Let's make that very clear. I do not talk to you. I do not bother you. Changed my number almost 2 months ago. You can't even contact me. What the talking about? You don't get your now. You don't take care of her. You don't see no money. You don't do. You don't do. Man, period. Because I don't. Now you showing me. You just want and all kind of yeah, shit. It's very weird. You know what I stay at, and I know what I stay at. So what the? What's up? What's up? You keep harassing everybody around me. Oh, ugly, dumb, illiterate ass. Nobody cares. I'm a fat bitch. Public service announcement. Okay, so here is what his response is. I told her to play with me. She doing all this on Instagram, child. Let me let you. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on just a second. I done lost my place. This is his response to her. Come on, baby. Hurry up, hurry. I heard, I ain't forgot. But she out here scamming, mom. You been at home all, yeah, you be on fat ass been sitting down all day scamming people, yeah, on the computer. Selling that bullshit, merchandise and shit. Mom, I was tired of being with you anyway, scamming people. I was tired of people hitting me up, tell me about you, hold them mother. And then this is, I hope you guys can hear this. You ain't that type of guy like God, but you got a girl today. Hey, sincerely. You got a girl today. What? Okay, so what he is saying is she's saying that he a deadbeat and all this and all that, and he's saying that she got him effed up because he do call. He said he didn't really want to be with her no more because she was scamming people for money and things like that. And it said and they've been going back and forth on Instagram. If you guys didn't know, so it's crazy how these people just. This is basically. I'm just gonna. Okay, so it says she was saying that if y'all did, she said public service announcement. My baby daddy is a B. Let's make sure that make that very effing clear. I do not talk to you. I do not bother you. I changed my number almost 2 months ago. You can't even effing contact me. What the F are we talking about? You don't get your effing child. You don't take care of her. You don't send no money. You don't do shit. She continued to say, "Don't nobody owe you nothing. Don't nobody owe you no MFing money for some ish you effing about me. Are you dumb? You even asked me some S back." Then she said it doesn't take too long for Lorenzo to hop on his Instagram, and he even led that her current boyfriend threatened to kill him in front of their daughter, and she repeated it to him. He also said he hasn't seen their child in 5 weeks in order to keep the peace. However, he did say that he made British and that if it wasn't for him, she wouldn't have been on Basketball Wives and would have been able to accomplish some of the things she has done. British and Lorenzo appeared on Basketball Wives in 2014. I do remember that. They went on to appear on WeTV's Marriage Boot Camp in 2016, and in 2018 they welcomed their child together. So they're beefing. They're into a child. They just, Lord have mercy. They just going. They just, y'all. This is like, please don't get on social media. Come on now, people. We got to do better. Let's don't get on social media tearing down each other. You know, this is the wrong time of the year to be getting on social media tearing down whatever problems y'all got. I promise you, social media ain't gonna. Let me tell y'all something. Social media is not gonna solve whatever baby mama, baby daddy drama you got. So you can put it all on social media. All they do is entertaining other people. You can expose all you want to, but it's just really just entertainment for other people. And let's just be real. Let's just be honestly, let's be real. You know, that's just only entertainment for other people. And I want to tell you guys something else as well. Um, um, this is what I wanted to read to you guys. It's two sisters has been I'm for real, Lucy. Like you know what I'm saying, I don't get along with mine, and you know what I'm saying, he can put whatever he want to put on social media, but I ain't gonna never say nothing. I don't need to entertain. I don't need I don't need social medias. I don't need social media. I don't need social media to, you know what I'm saying, to verify what kind of mother I am, because I already know. So hold on just a minute. Just a minute, guys. Okay, guys, I'm gonna pull this up here. This is some craziness that I want, and then to tell you guys about. Um, I'm trying to get their pictures up, but two sisters, guys, two sisters have went to jail for stabbing. Let me get their picture up. Store security guards 27 times. No lie. Uh-uh. Two sisters, and I'm trying to get them up now. Their picture up now. Two sisters. Hold on just a minute, guys. Somebody, I can't do what I need to do. Okay, y'all, I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but I'm on my phone now. But as I was stating, um, uh, on Sunday, two Chicago women were been has been arrested for holding down a man and stabbing him dozens of times in a neighborhood shoe store. 21-year-old Jessica Hill and her 18-year-old sister Jayla Hill had arrived at a shoe store where a security guard greeted and asked them to put on their face mask and use hand sanitizer. Um, can you guys hear me? So they asked him to use hand sanitizer, and yeah, that hand sanitizer placed at the front of the store. An official says the sister refused and started a verbal argument with the 32-year-old man. According to the Chicago Times, one of the sisters picked up a trash can and smashed it in the security guard's face. Afterwards, she began punching him. Once the altercation became physical, Jessica Hill pulled a knife from her back pocket and began stabbing the man while her sister Jayla Hill grabbed his hair and held him in place. What the world? Because Chicago Sun-Times reported that Jessica Hill stabbed the man at least 27 times in the back, arms, and chest, while the guard and assistant store manager asked them to stop. Prosecutor says that after the guard became free, the sister started to stab this man. Now I'm just gonna be real. You don't stab this man 27 times over somebody asking you to use. I'm just going. Hey Donna Terry, thank you for coming. Asking you to just put on a mask and a hand sanitizer. Really? So you gonna try to take somebody's life over wearing a mask and hand sanitizer? Really? Like y'all, we got to do better, man. We have to do better. We have to represent ourselves better. I understand that the mask it is like, Lord, why I got to wear this mask? But that's our new normal now. And if somebody asks you something for your safety and for someone else's, why not do it? Don't try to take somebody else's life, but just because you want to be ignorant, because you feel like nobody can tell you anything. That's not gonna work. Come on now, 27 times you done stabbed and tried to kill this man because he asked you. He may have came at you kind of aggressive. Most of the time, that's what security guards do. But does it warrant taking someone's life just because? Hey, Kim, y'all, that's my best friend, Kimberly. Hey, Kim, that's my best friend from like we've been friends for like over 20 some years. Thank you, Kim, for coming in. I was just telling everybody about um these girls in Chicago that um took these people life. This almost took this man's life because he had stabbed this man 27 times because he asked them to put their mask on their face and sanitize their hand. And they got a problem with that. That's sad. Like these people are crazy. Thank you, Kim. Thank you so much. So y'all, we got to do better. We got to stay prayed up. We have to stay prayed up. And we have to, as black women within today's society, because let me tell you something. Us black women, we have been stereotyped. We have always been considered mean, aggressive, and angry. And this is not a representation of me, because I'm not mean, aggressive, or feel like someone can't tell me something. And see, you know, I don't understand why we be that way. I don't understand why we be that way. Hold on just a minute, y'all. I chill. Yeah, I don't understand why somebody asks you something and you have the audacity to get mad, smash somebody's face with a garbage can, and then held him down so the man could not defend himself. And what I don't understand is the store manager must have got scared or something, because if it was more, I know it was people in the store. Why didn't nobody try to stop them? Y'all just sat there and watched somebody get stabbed 27 times? Something ain't right with this story. Or is it just me? But ain't no way you gonna hold someone down 20 and hold someone down while they get stabbed over someone asking you. It is basically, COVID's not going anywhere, so they're trying to protect themselves and you. And what you do is you get mad because somebody asked you to do something. See, we have to be better representatives of ourselves. If someone asks something of you, if it's within reason, why not do it? If it's for your good and for the better good of other people, why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? Some people, like I said, you know what I'm saying? It does, as a black woman, it does make us look bad, because it's simple fact that, you know, you get out, but at the end of the day, that ain't a representation of me. Because I ain't like that. I'm not gonna get mad because somebody asked me to do something. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my best to tear them down, or I'm gonna how can I put it? I'm gonna get offended and we want to fight and be aggressive. That's all us black women is being known for, is being aggressive and being disrespectful. I ain't trying to be like that. I'm trying to be I'm trying to set myself above the rest. And I advise you guys to do the same. It's 2020 now. It's 2020. We gotta hold ourselves accountable, and we gotta set the bar high for ourselves, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. And I got a couple more things I want to tell you guys about. Um, a couple more things to tell you guys about, then I'm gonna let you guys go. Um, just allow me a moment here, but I just had to say that because I feel like, you know, that is crazy for someone to do somebody like that. You know, just stab them 20, 27 times. I ain't gonna never forget that. Stab somebody 27 times. Wow. Okay, guys. So remember I was telling you guys about um we was talking about the like Monday I was telling you guys about Trump and how we need to and how he doesn't really have respect for women. Well, the lady that Leslie Stahl, the lady that interviewed him, her family now is getting death threats. If you guys know, she works for 60 Minutes. Um, and one of these crazy Trump supporters, and I'm just going to be real, has threatened her family, one of her immediate family. This is what the article says. Says CBS full time has hired full time security for 60 Minutes correspondent Leslie Stahl after a relative living in the Los Angeles area received a death threat over her interview with President Trump. It was reported Tuesday. An unidentified suspect called one of Stahl's relatives in Los Angeles on Thursday, just hours before the president released his own copy of the interview on Facebook, and threatened her and her family
and said something about neo-Nazis. The Los Angeles Police Department will not confirm whether an investigation has been launched. Stahl, he is 78 years old and now reportedly has security guards at her home with her whenever she goes out in public. A spokesperson for CBS did not immediately return uh, for a comment. So what the issue was is Trump objected to Saul's tough questions in the tape sit down before he eventually stormed off, cutting off the scheduled interview before a planned walk and talk around the White House grounds. They said here Trump claimed he was trying to show the bias, hatred, and rudeness on behalf of 60 Minutes and CBS when he posted his version of the video, which was supposed to be for archival purposes only online. CBS decried Trump's unprecedented decision to upload the 37-minute video and said it would not deter 60 Minutes from providing its full, fair, and contextual reporting, which presidents have participated in for decades. So he's just acting like a big baby child. He's just acting like a big baby. And come on now, for grown people to get on this horse, get on this thing of trying to send death threats to someone all over an interview. It sounds crazy, but some people are so obsessed and so for the craziness that they'll do stuff like that. You sitting up here threatening this woman's family. This woman is 78 years old, and you sitting here threatening her family all over some tough questions. All presidents, and then the crazy part about it, Joe Biden. And I'm gonna be honest, and Joe Biden asked just the same tougher questions that he did, and you don't see him complaining. Well, anyway, I'm just gonna say this, guys, and for us women, man, we have to realize what we need to be voting for. What we need to vote, everyone. I can't tell you who to vote for, and I gotta keep my words because sometimes people will use your words and come after your job and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna say anything racist or anything like that, but I will say this. Um, we need to always try our best to exercise our right to vote. Please go out and vote. We are just a couple of days away. I think next Tuesday we will be voting for our next president. And if you need a ride, call a taxi, call the voting precinct to see if somebody can come pick you up so you can go vote. We need all the votes. Make sure you have your ID. Make sure you have your ID. And here in my town, if you don't feel comfortable coming to the precinct, they will do curbside voting. So you can vote curbside if you like. So there's ways of voting. If you don't feel comfortable going to vote, maybe your town is offering curbside voting. I never heard of it, but they are doing it now. I heard it on the news this morning. So I feel like that's a great thing for the people that may be at risk and nervous about COVID-19. So if you want to vote, there should be no excuse. There should be no excuse why you can't go out there and vote. I advise you to go vote so all our votes can matter. Um, that's all I do have, guys. Make sure you guys tune in for Daily Tips with Monica in the morning, guys. I'm just going to tell you guys the topic. The topic is going to be about what you put value in. What do you put value in? And how do you value people? Well, that's great. That's great, Shark. I know that you could mail it back and stuff like that. Like I said, it should be no excuses. So many options. It is so many options you can use to go vote. So there shouldn't be a reason why you can't go out there and exercise your right, unless you just don't want to. And let's just be real. If we can, I'm gonna be, and let me just say this: if we could put a blunt to our mouth and a beer can and some liquor to our mouth and go get it, we can go out there and vote. I'm just gonna get down there to where we live at. You welcome, Shar Shar. I'm just gonna keep it real. If we can go put a blunt to our mouth, we can go vote. If we can put a beer can to our mouth, we can vote. If we can go get some liquor, we can vote. If we can go to work, we can vote. Your job should allow you to go vote because guess what? They give you an hour. They supposed to give you 1 hour to go vote. So there's no excuse. Get in the line. Exercise your right to vote. This is detrimental that we need to go vote. And don't feel as though your vote don't count because it does. Every vote counts. So make sure if you haven't decided to go vote, now is the time. If this might be your first time go voting, go vote. If you have like someone 18 years or older, 18 years, just turned 18, um, ask get them out there and vote. Let them know that that is a privilege to vote. Something that we all have the right to do. Everyone in the United States have the right to vote. Make sure you have your ID, some form of identification, some form. So, guys, that's all the tips that that's all the news, the CBG news that I do have, guys. Make sure you guys tune in for Daily Tips with Monica. I am going to be, like I said, my topic will be tomorrow. How do you place value in people? That's what I'm saying. Or how do you show value to a person? How do you value your people? So, guys, thank you so much for coming, man. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening, night, rest. Pray for us down here in the South. We having some type of hurricane called Zeta, and like right now, I live in Mississippi, and the eye of the hurricane will be leaving Mississippi at 12. So we're gonna have different storms and tornadoes and stuff like that. So let's pray coverage over everyone, especially these people that's in the forefront of this storm. Because let me tell you something, it ain't nothing. When you lose stuff, it's hard to get it back. So y'all have a wonderful night.